Shalom YouTube family, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the family.
In today's video, we will be reacting to Trevor Noah, Black in America. Let's get into it.
I'll never forget, I met an American in South Africa, and he said to me, well, you know, Trevor, it's funny you say that because if you come out to America, they'll label you as black. I said, really? And he was like, hell yeah. Oh yeah, everybody's black out there. I was like, wow, well, I want to be black. And I found out it's true. Mixed race people are categorized as black in America. Yeah. The only catch is, and nobody tells you this, you have to be liked and successful first. Before then, they say you mixed. You achieve success, and you get upgraded to black. All the famous mixed people do it. Singers, like Alicia.
All right, I'm gonna pause right there. I'm gonna start with, first of all, Trevor Noah with the accent, spot on. He's using like an American white person's accent to describe what he's talking about right here, which is funny. And what he's saying is actually true, guys. It don't matter if you come from Nigeria, if you come from the Caribbeans or anywhere, if you have brown skin and look like us, you're gonna be considered
any
black.
Shade of brown.
If you're mixed, it doesn't matter. You can be the lightest person, but if you have a speck of melanin, you're black in America.
You can actually Google that. That's an American thing. Google one drop rule, and it'll tell you about that.
Basically, that's just if you have 1% of Negro or whatever you want to call it in you, then you're black, which is insane to me.
And it also kind of reminded me, you know what it made me think of when he said that the Dave Chappelle thing with the draft. Remember they were drafting mixed people, choosing if they were black, white, Asian, whatever. Y'all should watch that if y'all haven't seen that.
Keys and Mariah Carey, yeah? Mixed, but then they say black singers.
Right.
Sportsmen like Tiger Woods, mixed, but then they say black golfer. Exactly. The most famous mixed person on the planet by far, Barack Obama, mixed, half and half, straight down the middle. But then they say America's first black president, which is interesting because when he was running, they called him the mixed candidate.
That is so true.
I see how it works. Everyone makes it obvious now. They're like, yeah, Barack, of course he won, of course. It wasn't that obvious when he started. It wasn't. I remember comedians coming out. They used to diss him. Guys would come out on stage and be like, man, how many of y'all seen that crazy-ass mixed fool running for president? Y'all seen that mixed fool running for president? Where you gonna see? Ain't no mixed fool gonna be president of the United States of America. Ain't no man, which white people gonna be voting for a mixed fool? Even a black man can't win shit. Even a black man can't. How some mixed fool think he gonna do it out? Man, that mixed fool, that crazy-ass mixed fool. How some mixed fool, that mixed fool? And then he won, and all of a sudden they were like, my nigga. So...
Once again, Trevor Noah with the facts, guys. They really do that. Like when you're all celebrities, I mean, even if you only have like 10% black in you, if they found out your great-great-grandfather was black, then they be like, oh yeah, they black, and our black folks like to claim people that have that type of success. That's
true. I literally just saw something the other day, and it was saying celebrities that you didn't know were black, and it's people who got like a speck of something.
I mean,
that don't look black.
They
don't claim to be black. Like, right. So it's funny too because when he was talking about Obama, he keeps reminding me of stuff. It reminded me of that Key and Peele where he was doing the Obama thing, how he was shaking white people's hands, and then he was dapping up all the black people. I was like, okay.
Yeah, that's funny.
So I see how it works, you know? I understand. In order for me to become black, I have to work hard at it. And I'm willing to do the time. Yeah. I took the first opportunity I could. Bought myself a plane ticket from South Africa, and I said, I'm going out to America. I'm going there, and I'm going to be black. And I got on that plane. It was an 18-hour flight, 18 hours of non-stop flying. And I sat there in my chair, and I spent every moment practicing being black, just practicing. I was like, I'm not going to mess up this black opportunity. I just sat there, just working through everything. I was watching every black movie and TV show, just going through it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Yeah. What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, no. What you talking about, Willis?
So, a huge misconception I see from a lot, not everybody, but a lot of people that we've met on the African continent, is a lot of people think all black people are the same. Like hood, speak a certain way, walk a certain way, dress a certain way, like how you see the rappers on TV, and you'll be surprised. A lot of us aren't like that, but that's what's portrayed to you guys. So that's what you're expecting. That's probably how you expect to communicate with us when you get here. But some people might find that offensive. You know what I mean?
Right. And yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, just like the whole thing of being black in America. If you're brown, once you get to America, you're black. So with that being said, obviously it's people from different cultures and different backgrounds and even different countries, or even first generation people who just have brown skin from wherever but have an American accent. And it's like, oh, they're black, so they're going to act like this, but it's not necessarily the case.
Yeah. So, just a little 2 cents.
I was grinding it. You laugh, but 18 hours of flying, and I landed in JFK, and I was fluent in my black American. For shizzle my nizzle. I was walking around. I was so black, I was even laughing black. I was like, ha, 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 yeah, my man, ha, ha. Should have seen me. It was like, oh, this you? That has to be the personification of cool, in my opinion. There's nothing cooler. Black Americans are so cool, they can make you feel good about yourself just by asking if you are you. You don't believe me? Get a black American man to come up to you and just be like, hey yo, this you? Nah, this you? This you? This you? And you'll be like, I think it is. It's magic. And by far the coolest thing of all is the talk. I've listened to black Americans, and it's the most amazing use of the English language I've ever come across in my life. Because they pay no regard to punctuation whatsoever. Just cruise through sentences. It's fantastic. First time I had a conversation with a black American man was in Baltimore, Maryland. This guy walked up to me after the show.
So before he gets, I do want to say this. From what he said, just the way we speak and kind of how we cut off words, I noticed just hearing the different languages in Africa, y'all do the same thing. Because I was talking to my good friend William, shout out to him, was talking to him, and we used to have like this running joke. We used to get on the phone and speak in Swahili in it, and I used to purposely not finish the word because that's how I used to hear people talk. So they'd be like, oh, what happened? Because I used to go around, because once I started learn the language, I heard, within every country, I heard people not saying the word all the way. Right. So I just think that's
and if you say it right, they know you're like. Even if you have a good accent, they know you're a foreigner because you say it.
Even in South Africa,
right? And they like, no, it just be a little more something on it.
Yeah, you can't be speaking proper. Whatever in whatever language you're speaking, people gonna spot you out. They know you're a foreigner.
Right.
So he didn't even walk; he just floated in. Just came up to me and was like, "Hey yo, babe, hey yo, let me holler at you for a minute, man. Let me holler at you." I said, "Okay." He's like, "Man, I ain't even gonna front, man. I ain't gonna front. I came out here, dude. I ain't even know who you was, man. I didn't even know. As I heard the show, I bought my girl. We was out there. You came out there, and you were doing your thing. I was like, yo, man, I ain't even know they got them yellow bones out there in the motherland, man. I was like, yo, this kid better be funny, man. But I ain't gonna lie. You came out there. You was keeping it coming, keeping it moving. You was just beasting. I was like, all right, man. Maybe this kid is the truth, yeah? This kid was doing his thing. He was keeping it out there. I started laughing. My girl was killing herself. I was like, all right, this mofo got flow for show. You know what I mean? And I was like, no, I don't.
Once again, another good one by Trevor Noah. I do want to say this, though. When it comes to one thing that that somebody in the comment section brought up was like comment to Tyler and her saying that she's colored. That's one.
Somebody said we need to make a whole video
on talking about that, which we might, but I do want to.
Well, they said explaining why, I guess, Black Americans are mad that she said that she's colored, but it don't mean the same thing. Yeah. Like, we learned that when we went to South Africa, obviously.
Yeah. Like going to South Africa, like when I first heard it was somebody like they're colored, I instantly thought like that's crazy, and people can take offense to that. I know people in South Africa take offense to that, but it's a difference in culture because when I guess African Americans were called colored in America, that was always like an insult to us. Like, oh, you're
not
just
even really
colored.
an insult. It was still. Black people in America have been called multiple different things as time has changed.
Yeah.
So at one point, we were colored. At one point, we were black. We were African American. It has changed, but it has always been the same group of people.
But now we look at it.
In South Africa, we know that it's these mixed race people because we watched. I think we watched when Mark Meets Africa went to South Africa. I watched his video and he was talking to a girl and she said she was a white colored, and I was like.
Yeah, I don't
what?
know.
Because to us, colored is black. So how are you white colored?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's where it comes in. People are just using the vocabulary they know and don't realize there's another meaning to that word.
But I had to explain to people that's like a whole another ethnic group, you know, within South Africa. And so it's just about education.
Like what he said, it's the mixed race.
Yeah. So we will talk about that more in another video. But with this video was great. As always, Trevor Noah was good. And I just want to say thank you so much, family, for watching us all the way through. And as always, shalom.
Shalom.